day 84. I feel weird, man. I don't know what it is. I hope it's a good thing. Like, my body's going through a positive transition or something. But it's like, it's hard to explain. Like, I feel tired, but at the same time, I don't feel tired. Okay, let me explain a little further. So, like the big job I'm doing, it's a lot of up and down stairs, right? So, like I think, okay, I gotta go up and down the stairs 15 times in the next 20 minutes. And I feel like, man, I'm tired. Just use the elevator. But I go up the stairs, but while I'm going up the stairs, I feel nothing in my legs. No burn, no ache, no fatigue. I get through it perfectly fine. But I still feel tired. That makes sense? I don't know. It's probably confusing. It's probably like saying, I feel sick, but I feel healthy. It's weird. But, yeah. I'm just kind of out of it today, man. Trying to kick my going down back into a higher gear. Like I said, I think I was just snacking too much, and then I had a couple things that kind of upset me, so I was a little more depressed. So there was probably a few moments where I kind of entered into that. Well, if I don't log it, it doesn't count. I think that makes a lot of sense. But I still feel good, and I'm tracking a little more because I'm going to bring the calories back down. So see how that goes. And kick the intensity on the workouts up. Man, I just feel weird. Well, so anyway, one of the things that upset me that kind of got me more depressed was, and it happened twice, that's the weird part. And I can actually tell you, I think I did this in another video, but I can actually tell you almost verbatim the entire conversation between me and this girl that I matched with on one of those dating sites, right? This was like the entire conversation. Like, she read my profile clearly, and she was like, oh, congratulations on the weight loss. And I'm like, thanks. And then I wrote, did you match with me just to congratulate me, or, were you interested in getting to know each other? And she's like, oh, a combination on both. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, you're really pretty. She's like, thanks. And she said that she was trying to lose weight and stuff and like starting a journey. So I said, I said, yeah. And she's like, what, food's too good? And I said, oh yeah. I was like, me and birthday cake Oreos had a thing going on before I started. So I know what you mean. And I said, so what are you doing? And she said she was going to pick up her son from aftercare. And I was on my way to pick up my daughters from babysitter. So I'm like, oh, I'm literally doing the same thing. Just got off and I'm going to pick my daughters up. And she's like, oh, how old are they? I was like, 4 and 5. And then I was like, have you had those coconut bai drinks? It's B-A-I. I don't know if it's bai or bay or B-I or whatever it is. And I was like, they're like the best 10-calorie drinks ever. And then the very next message said she unmatched. What? And it happened again the next day. I matched with somebody. And she's like kind of quirky and weird. not quite unlike myself. So we were like going back and forth, like we talked. She messaged me, matched with me, messaged me at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was already up. So I started talking to her, and I think it was Sunday. But anyway, and we were talking all day, like there was barely a pause between messages. And she asked a lot of questions, and I asked a lot of questions. It was like this really good conversation going. And then I was like, well, I'm about to take the girls to the park. If you want, I can call you. We can talk on the phone. And she's like, cool. So we did that, and the conversation went fine. We talked for 2.5, 3 hours maybe. And, it was fine. And then the next day, she was just like, well, I can see you're trying, but I don't think we're compatible. And stop messaging. I mean, that's fine, but I mean, what? I just don't get it. I mean, I'm in no way the most suave person in the world. I don't get it. I mean, it's my understanding normally, and I could be wrong, so feel free to give me your advice. But if you're having that long of a conversation, I mean, went on all day, and you're asking questions, answering questions, like laughing and everything, and then you're on the phone for that long, and there wasn't any like dull moments on the phone either. She was like telling me about her, I was telling her about me. I was asking her about her and going back and forth, what she does and everything. And then I don't think we're compatible. I mean, normally if they're not interested or whatever, wouldn't they like kind of just teeter off the conversation, stop messaging, not ask questions when they just give like short one-word responses, or during the phone call when if she wasn't interested, she'd be like, oh well, I gotta do this, I gotta go to work, I gotta do whatever. I just don't get it. But let me know what you think, and I'll update you guys tomorrow.